Hey, this is Distorted Gamer, and I'm going to show you how you can use Redsnow to get custom boot logos, multitasking, and wallpapers on iOS 4.1 for iPod Touch 2G and iPhone 3GS. I don't think this works on the 3G, but it definitely works with 3GS. So before I do this, I'm just going to show you two pieces of evidence that I'm on 4.1, which is numerical Wi-Fi, a game center, and if I just go to my settings, general and about, you can see right there it says 4.1. So let's get started. You need to download Redsnow from I'll put a link in the description because I don't know it off by heart. So, and you need to download the 4.0 restore. I'll put a link to that as well. So I'll get right to it. Open up Redsnow. It'll ask you to browse, and then you open up your 4.0 firmware. And it has to be 4.0, not 4.1 or 4.0.2. It has to be 4.0. So it's just going to say processing firmware. This takes a little while, so I'll pause the video and unpause once it's finished processing. Alright, once it's finished processing, you'll get this window, which is just asking you if it's MC, because that's the fixed model of the iPod Touch. So just click no, because this has to be on the MB. So once you've clicked no, just click the next button, and it'll say connecting to server, and it'll download all the needed files for the jailbreak. So install Cydia, multitasking home screen wallpaper and battery percentage will automatically be checked off, but uncheck Cydia because that corrupts your IPA, and you can put boot logo if you want. I won't bother with the boot logo right now, just save some time. So click next. Right. So you need to switch off your device. This is the hard bit, and it's going to be hard for me, seeing as I need both hands to do this. So I'm going to have to put the camera down. Right. So, oops. Okay, so my device is off. If you click next, you have to hold the power down button for 3 seconds, then the home button as well for 10 seconds. There's a countdown on the screen, but I can't show you, seeing as I'm doing this. And then you let go of the power button for 30 seconds. And then that's your device in DFU, which is basically the unsafe mode of recovery, so you can do whatever you want with the file system or install any firmware you want. So here it says uploading first stage, just put it like that. Waiting for reboot, performing initial net exploit, and the second stage. Then you can see, because what it's doing is just uploading all these files that you need for the jailbreak, and then rebooting the iPod to put those files into effect. And you can see now on the screen downloading jailbreak data, and on the screen it's saying uploading RAM disk, which I suppose is probably just the kernel process. Keep in mind though, this is not a proper jailbreak. You won't get Cydia with it, but there has been a confirmed iBoot exploit, so that'll definitely be coming out soon. I think it was IPOD 2 or something like that from Twitter. He found it out. Alright, so here it says done. The rest of the process takes place on your device. Click finish. So that just automatically closes. And I think you can unplug, but just to be safe, because this isn't the best computer in the world and it might take a bit of time, I'm just gonna keep it plugged in. So you can see you've got your little twirly loader circle there. I quite like that. If I could, I would have that as my wallpaper. So this is a bit that takes a bit of time. So here's what I'll do. I'll pause the video, and once it gets to the next stage, I will unpause it again. Okay, so now you can see it's replacing the kernel, it's flashing the NOR and everything. There's the worldwide famous pineapple. I think that's originally from the iPOD program on Mac, but it looks like it's been going everywhere now. Some people even have that as their slider when they've got like Winterboard. Flashing the NOR takes a bit of time though. The thing I noticed is that when everyone was still amazed about a 2.2.1 firmware and they were using Redstone to jailbreak it, is that this lasted for about between 5 and 10 minutes, and you can see how fast that just went. So here it is booting up. And you can see there's just nothing on the computer screen, no iTunes, nothing. It'll probably update. It'll probably open. iTunes will probably open itself once this finishes booting up. I might possibly put a boot logo later, but I tried to film this video about 10 minutes ago, and it was stuck on the first reboot after uploading the kernel. So, and I had Cydia and the boot logo checked. So you could hear. I hope you heard that. You could hear the doo-doo from my computer, as if the iPod was just plugged in. That's it switched on. So you can see I've already got a wallpaper behind there, because that's what I had enabled when I was jailbroken. And then you can see I've got my battery percentage as well, and multitasking. So if I get it to work, I'll also put a video on custom boot logos and what happens when you install Cydia. So thanks for watching. Bye.